Ben from Snow is here, folks, taking you today for a walkthrough of this classic Dome 2 from BlackWolf.
Hit it.
As the name suggests, this is a classic dome style, sturdy construction with a ridgepole for upright walls and a mesh inner for superior ventilation. Before we dive into this product, there is loads more content like this on our YouTube channel, so make sure you like and subscribe and you'll get notified of all of our latest content. Now let's jump in. So this is the bag the classic dome comes in when you buy it. It weighs about 4 kilos or just under by my measurements, about 50 centimeters by 18 centimeters squared, and it fits back in this bag pretty easily. This is the tent set up behind me here. As it sits there, external measurements are around about 2.1 or just over 2.1 meters in length. And then the inner floor, when we get in later, we'll show you is about 1.6, and then it's about 50 to 60 centimeters of vestibule on each side. So a little bit of extra space each side. So if you're looking for a ground sheet for it, 2.1 by 1.6 is what you want to cover. A little bit wider if you want to have a floor in any of the vestibules. The tent's made of a 68 denier PU coated polyester, and this has got a 2000 millimeter waterhead. It's all seam sealed on the inside, so it's going to keep you dry in all but the absolute worst of conditions. As we walk around the outside of the tent, this is a vestibule on this side here, so we've got a zip here. We'll go inside shortly and show you a bit on that, but you can open these doors up both ways here, and once again I'll do that later, but I just want to walk around the outside first. So we come around to the end here, you can see we've got these guy ropes, which I haven't set up today, but you would use these if the weather was particularly bad. These guy ropes tuck away in their own little storage pockets here, which is pretty cool. It means that they're not in the way when you pack the tent up and getting tangled up. They always sit there nice and neat in their own little storage pocket. At the end of each tent, as opposed to windows, there are large, it's not a door, you can't access through this way, but you can unzip this all the way and fold these back, so you get heaps of ventilation, and that features on the other side. We'll show you that shortly. Coming further around to this side here, same as what we saw on the other side. This is a vestibule here again, about 60 centimeters out, and an entrance inside there. We'll show you a bit more on that once we're inside. And then at this end here, same as what we saw at the other end, another zippered window, or not a doorway, but a window here. So you can open up all 4 sides for tons of ventilation inside this tent here. We'll open this one now to show you, so we get some ventilation inside, and then we'll show you what the vestibule looks like on the other side. So if I roll this open, we've got tabs on the corners here, little tab underneath here with a plastic sort of squeeze slide lock. Tuck that in there, and that keeps that open. Do it on the other side, and you can see it almost completely opens up the side of the tent, so you've got tons and tons of ventilation. So you could open one side to allow ventilation and protect your wind from, have it closed on the other side to protect from wind coming through the tent, or open it right up and have wind going right through the tent for a nice breeze on a hot or humid night. Coming back around to the side here with the vestibule, we'll open this up now to show you how much space we've got in here. Now, both sides of this can be rolled back. So we can see on this side here, we've got a tab, so we can roll this open as well. Same as what I'll do on this side here. So if I roll this up, I can secure this away. Same as what I showed you on the end, plastic slide lock on there, tighten that up, and that's the door open. So you can see if we opened that and the other side, we've only got a few strips down each corner for heaps of ventilation. You see we've got about 50 to 60 centimeters, it's about 60 centimeters out to where the peg is, and about 50 centimeters underneath the actual fabric here, of space here for storage of bags or shoes or whatever you like overnight, and then that steps inside to the inner tent. Now the inner is all mesh. This is a no-seam mesh, a nice fine mesh that is going to give you the best midge protection you can get. Midges seem to get through anything. If they don't get through the mesh, they'll get through the zips, but this is about as fine as it gets in terms of protecting against midges. Definitely protects against mosquitoes. And then the floor is a PU material, so a tarp material, which is that crinkly feeling material, a little bit noisy, but it's one of the best materials for a tent floor. Just seems to last forever. It's really durable and requires no maintenance. Moving on into the tent, this door zips right back, right across the top here, almost completely, well, it does zip completely open. We zip it all the way back. You can see there's only a portion of it that's still attached there, and then there's a bit of a stuff pocket inside here that we can just grab the fabric and tuck it into that pocket there. And that is the door open. Same door features on the other side. So looking at the features inside the classic dome, it's pretty much what you'd expect for a classic dome. Everything you need and nothing you don't. Starting at the end here, little storage pocket, mesh storage pocket here. Same thing features at the foot end here, so it doesn't matter which end you have your head. I'm only calling this the foot end because that's which way I've decided I would be sleeping in it. Working our way up to the top of the tent, we've got about 1.2 meters of head height in here, so plenty of room to sit up And there is a little plastic ring here so you can hang a lantern or something off that if you like as well. And that's attached to that hook that is also attached to the frame above, so it is a nice sturdy hook. Not many other features to show inside, but you can see we've got two sort of examples. This side, this is done up for weather protection. And this side I've got the inner door done up looking out to the vestibule on the outside. And then on the side that you're looking in through there, we've got that vestibule and door open, and then the end of the tent here we've got open. So I've got a nice big window essentially at that end of the tent there for tons of ventilation. Now I've got a mat that I'm going to put inside here. It's quite a big mat, probably bigger than you might use in a tent like this, but I just want to put something in here to give you some sort of reference on the size camp mats you can fit inside here. So this is an extra large or king single air bed. So it measures about 190 centimeters in length and almost a meter in width. So it's potentially bigger than you would use in a tent like this, but fits really comfortably if you're sleeping in here with just one person, because you've got all of this sleeping space here and all this storage space down the side here. And you can sit up, because of the upright walls in this tent, you can sit up on the bed. So if I sit this side here, I can sit upright and I don't have any impedance of the wall coming over the top of me. And then if I want to get off the bed and get changed or do whatever I want to do, I've got this side here without any impedance of the wall as well. Equally so, if I've got two slightly narrower mats in here, both people can sit upright without the sides of the tent coming across their head. So there's a really good amount of space for 1 to 2 people in the classic dome here. Now, as the name suggests, this is a classic dome tent. You really can't go wrong. If you're buying a dome tent, they're affordable, they're durable, sturdy, and this one offers good weather protection and a good amount of living space thanks to the ridge pole that runs across the top to give those nice upright sides. Really good value, great for 1 to 2 people. Check them out online at snowies.com.au.